Okay, so hi, it's Shelley Hutchinson here from Client Nectar, and today we're going to talk about why you need to focus on attracting high caliber premium clients to your business if you want to reach six figures and beyond. Now, the first thing we're going to look at is what product type you should launch first, because this is key to you being able to, reach that six figures and beyond that you want to make. If we look at the diagram you see in front of you, you've got this triangle, and at the bottom, it's very big at the bottom, and it's like the mass market. And here, if you're a coach or a consultant or maybe a service provider, this is like a mass offering, which is like, for information products would be an online course, for instance. And so this is something that would be, would go out to lots and lots of people, but it's at the lowest price. So that's why it's at the bottom of the triangle. And usually a mass offering of an online course is going to be less than $1,000 typically in price. Sometimes we have it at around $1,500, but we're usually looking at the $1,000 or less for this section. Then you have the middle range of the triangle, which, if you're a coach, would be having a group program. This is leveraging your time, and therefore it is, it is open to more people than the one-to-one, but not as many as the mass. It has a bit more work involved in it from you, and it would be therefore medium pricing. And I would recommend that if you are launching a group program, it's always a premium priced group program. And so this would be anywhere between $1,000 and even, say $5,000 if it's a shorter group program. If it's a mastermind or something like that, it could be anywhere between $10,000 and $30,000, or even more. With masterminds year long, they tend to be much more expensive, but again, that's the premium pricing. Okay. And then at the top of the triangle, we have the offering that's going to be the highest price point, which is going to be one-to-one, because it's got the most of your time, the most involvement from you. And one-to-one is the most involved that your client can have with you as well. And so it's going to be the smallest part of the triangle because it's the top of the triangle. And therefore it's also going to be the highest price. And of course, there is a certain limit on how many one-to-one clients you can have. And again, this means that you're going to be charging that higher price. So this is a premium offering. Okay, and if you are new in business, you're trying to decide, well, what should I launch first? Okay, and even if you've been going some time, but you've been kind of struggling to make the revenue you want to make, and you've not been hitting that six figures, then maybe there's something wrong here with what you've actually launched, what you've focused on as your offerings. Okay, so typically the mistake that most entrepreneurs make is they start out by launching a product to the mass market, and they're offering, if it's an information product, it could be an online course, but in some cases their product is actually like the lowest price point, but actually delivering a gold-plated service. Okay, so they're, you're actually offering something that should be less involvement with you, but actually you're giving way more involvement with you, and yet you're only charging a really low price for it. Okay, and so this is a big mistake. If you start by offering a lowest price offering to this mass market, I'm going to show you why there's a problem with that. Well, why it's a problem is because if we look at this inverted triangle, we can see that the highest costs for marketing and delivering the offering are with the mass market offering at the lowest price. Okay, so the reason why there's the most costs if you're going for a low price mass market offering is the reason why it's the highest cost is because you're going to need tech to support you to deliver this this online offering. You need like membership sites, potentially for it. you're going to need to have, a VA or staff who's going to be able to manage the members or your online course participants. And if you have lots of them and you're offering installment plans, then you might even have issues with default payments. And so there's a lot of cost involved in having a one-to-many offering like an online course, which could be hundreds, could be thousands of people that are buying this product from you. Okay. And if we then look at the other end of the scale and we look at the one-to-one offering, we can see that has the lowest cost to market and deliver it. Okay, it's the cheapest thing to market and deliver because it's just one client, so you can manage it yourself. You don't need any staff managing that. And and typically, with one-to-one clients, you're going to have fewer installments, and you may be paying in full more likely, when they start working with you. And again, therefore, you've not got all those kind of issues of waiting for money to come in, and even your advertising costs are often a lot less for picking up one-to-one clients than they are if you're trying to get out to that mass market. And if we look on the right-hand side, you'll see that the other chart is that if you've got this mass market offering, you have the lowest profit. That's where you're making the lowest amount of profit. You've got the highest costs and least profits. And yeah, it's the lowest price offering as well. So, this can be a real issue in terms of cash flow because you spent money up front to deliver this online course and then getting it back in, you're waiting for it to come back in if you've got the members or you've got the clients. But if you haven't, you could actually start getting yourself into real financial difficulty for your business. And if we look at the other end of the triangle, the bottom end of the triangle now, with the one-to-one premium offering, you've got the highest profit. Okay, you're actually making the most amount per sale, and the least costs. So if you're starting out a coaching or a consulting business or a service-based business, I would encourage you to think about making sure that you are charging the highest prices and profit for your services and going in for those premium offerings. I would recommend starting with one-to-one. If you haven't done any one-to-one before, I would recommend starting there because it's going to be the easiest to pick up clients, highest profit, and you can charge the highest price point and the least costs. Okay, but if you wanted to start with a group program, you could start with a group program as well. So you could start with a leveraged offering. But I typically, if you're new, I would start with a one-to-one. If you've already got one-to-one clients and you're trading time for money and you're fully booked, then we need to bring on that leveraged group premium group program. Okay, and that's when we need to jump into that. So let's have a quick look now at how you can get to that 6 figures with your premium one-to-one offering. So I wanted to show you that making 6 figures doesn't need to be hard. And so I've actually started with a one-to-one offering that's priced at just $2,500. So this is actually quite low. And I would, with most of my clients, be recommending that they start out with their one-to-one offering higher than $2,500. But I just wanted to show you how even at this price point, we can get you to 100,000 relatively easily, really easily. Okay. And so if you look at the table, you see I've planned out all the different months in the year from January to December. And you can see that between January and August, you only need 3 clients a month at $2,500 to be hitting $7,500 a month. Okay. And then from September to December, you need 4 clients at the $2,500, you'll be hitting the $10,000 a month. And then over the entire year, you will have hit 100,000. So you'll have hit 6 figures just off a $2,500 program. And that's just 40 clients that you need in the whole year to make 6 figures. And that works out as if you are working one-to-one with clients and say, you're doing a 3-month group program. So you're doing a 90-day group program with them. It's just 10 hours of one-to-one clients a week. So we're keeping within kind of what's a reasonable amount that you can complete. All right. So that just gives you a breakdown of how easy it is to get to 6 figures, that it doesn't need to be hard. You just need this structure, and you need to start with a premium priced offering. All right. I hope you've enjoyed this video.